Most accusations against the church that bring up Masonry are superficial impressions passed down from a few people who are not long-term Masons or who are not acquainted with the temple ceremony. An LDS man by the name of Greg Kearney, who is also a Mason, does not think there are any significant parallels with Masonry. By significant, I'm referring to meanings and focal issues. I'll address focal issues first. The Masonic Rite focuses on the story of the master builder of Solomon's temple. The LDS ceremony is an allegory of the story of Adam and Eve. Also, in the LDS temples there are two vehicles. One is the presentation and the other is the actual endowment. The presentation is the teaching involved, and the endowment is a process of making covenants with the Lord. There is nothing in the endowment that parallels Masonry. The presentation in Joseph Smith's time was to be taught to all people, which included the illiterate as well as the learned. Most people in Joseph Smith's time were Masons or were familiar with his teaching methods. So Joseph used a few of those teaching methods to ensure that the message, the significance of the endowment, reach as wide a sampling as possible. As time progressed, and less people were acquainted with Masonic teaching methods, most or all of those methods were discontinued. But the endowment ceremony itself remains unchanged. The temple preparation classes these days take care of all the questions and concerns. Some symbolism is used that the Masons also use, but the symbolism in those cases is so universal that it is bound to be found among many genres. Other similarities are the apron. The LDS temple apron represents the fig leaves that Adam and Eve used when they discovered their nakedness. The Masonic apron represents the apron that the Masons used in the quarries. The square and compass. These are also universal symbols, and the usage by both entities is a small coincidence. The LDS symbol uses only a broken line in each case, but the Masonic uses complete diagrams. Handshakes. These are different both in form and meaning, so I've been told. I didn't completely research that part. New name. This idea comes from the Bible, so it's probably used across many types of religions. There are vast sections of the Masonic ritual that have never been found in the LDS temple ritual. There is evidence that Joseph came up with the bulk of the endowment ceremony as early as 2 or 3 years before he stepped foot into a Masonic hall. One source is from Matthew B. Brown. Also, here is a quote from someone considered anti-Mormon. It has always been commonly reported, and to a great extent believed, that the mysteries of the endowment house were only a sort of initiation of the rites of Masonry. But I need hardly say that this statement, when examined by the light of facts, is altogether ungrounded and absurd. Close quote. That was Fanny Stenhouse, 19th century anti-Mormon author. Conclusion. The LDS temple ceremony was not taken from anything Masonic, nor resembles anything Masonic. So we finally got that straight.